Here comes the train, the BTS SkyTrain. We're on our way to Ekkamai. From Ekkamai, we're catching the bus down to Siracha, and then from Siracha, we're going to catch a ferry across over to Koh Sichang. We're on our way to another island. So from the Ekkamai bus station, the next step on the journey, for 120 baht each, is taking this van down to Siracha, air-conditioned van. So it's very nice, and I lucked out. I got the seat by the door, which basically means I have legroom. With any luck, we'll be actually leaving right now. So that sounds good. I'm thinking less than 2 hours to get down there. So the next part of the journey is taking the Tuk Tuk basically over to the pier. So this guy for 80 baht, 40 baht per person is taking us over to the pier, which is Koh Loi, which is essentially like an island, but it's basically a pier. And then from there, I believe the boat is 50 baht each for us to get over to Koh Sichang. Easiest thing to do is to just go up to the Tuk Tuk guy and say Koh Sichang. He totally, obviously, has done this before. This is where they take most tourists, right? So anyway, we should probably be there in about less than 5 minutes. Then it's off to the boat. So we made it on the boat. As you can see, there's plenty of open seats here. However, all the seats up top are taken. Right now, what time is it?
Almost 12, quarter.
Yeah, it's 11:45. So actually, the boat's not going to leave until noon, I don't think. So about 15 minutes. I think the boat ride's about 35, 40 minutes, something like that. Maybe more, maybe less, but regardless. We got down here on a van. One of the many vans you'll see in Thailand for, it was 120 baht per person. I don't recommend that. I didn't realize that the guy was going to stop so often, and then I just was like, oh, wait a minute, that's what these minivans do. So they stop a lot. And so, but it took us 2 hours. I anticipated it would take us about 2 hours to get down here. So it's not like I'm, incredibly disappointed. But it was just sort of frustrating. He stopped, a lot. And so to do it again, I think what I would do is make sure that we were on a bus, an actual bus. And not a minivan. But, we're on vacation, right? So we're off to our next part of the journey. That is Koh Loi Island Park, which is right over there. But as you can see, it's pretty neat over there, right? So that's a Chinese temple. And and obviously there's no real beach here, but Buddhist temple over there. So yeah, it's a neat little park. So 12:01, so that's pretty awesome. Moving away, definitely on time. As on time as on time gets for Thailand. You'll note the masks behind me. Only about 50% of the boat seems to be using theirs. And they bring a lot of stock over, actually. That was sort of interesting. And even the bow of the boat is filled with ice. I find that very crazy. You'd think that they would just make it over there, but anyway. So we're on our way with a hope. The breeze is already feeling really good down here. If you're sort of claustrophobic and you don't particularly like hot and humid, then you probably don't like the underside. You probably want to sit upstairs. But honestly, literally we're only like 10 meters away from the dock, and with that breeze, it's pretty nice. So anyway, on the way.
มีอาการไอรู้สึกเจ็บคอ 3 น้ำมูกไหล 4 หายใจเหนื่อยหอบโปรดสังเกตเที่ยวเทศบาลตำบลเกาะสีชังค่ะ
34.8. What were you?
ทางศูนย์บริการนักท่องเที่ยวของเราขอแนะนำสถานที่ท่องเที่ยวสิ่งจุลภาพบนเกาะสีชัง
So here's the pier, and obviously those are the folks waiting to get back on the boat to head back, which we'll be doing in several days. There's plenty of food, obviously. It's Thailand, so that's cool. You can also rent a motorbike very easily up here, and then there's tuk-tuks to take you to your hotel. Our hotel is totally within walking distance, which is by design. If you're curious what that Thai is, it's basically
ท่องเที่ยว
what
เพิ่
they're
มเติม
saying is
หรือต้องการโบรชัวร์สถานที่ท่องเที่ยว
when
มา
you
ฝาก
come
คุณค่ะ
on,
สามารถติดต่อสอบถามได้ที่
they're going to spray your hands with alcohol, so make sure you use the alcohol. And then we're going to take your temperature.
ท่องเที่ยวทุกท่านที่เดินทางมาเที่ยวที่เกาะ
So
สี
they
ชั
did
ง
that,
นะ
so
คะ
that was cool.
ให้ลงถังและไม่ทิ้งขยะลงทะเลเพื่อช่วยให้เกาะสีชังของเราสะอาดสวยงามและน่าท่องเที่ยวต่อไปขอบคุณค่ะ
So I mean, if you have luggage or whatever, very easy to just get on a little tuk tuk like that, like we did before, or you can easily rent a motorbike, and the motorbikes here are in excellent condition. So we'll probably do that later today. But the good news is that we're right in walking distance. It's probably going to take us about 6 or 7 minutes, and we'll be there. So that will be cool. And then of course there's sung taos. I'm not quite sure on the cost. Gracie's still back there, good. But yeah, there's plenty to do. So that's what's really sort of nice. But what's also nice is there's not, as you can see, there's a lot of vacancies in this transportation. And if you saw as we walked up, there's also tons and tons of empty motorbikes. Now it's Sunday, so people are still here and they're still like cruising around. One of my huge favorite things that I love to see. Just fantastic. So anyway, off we go here up to our bungalows. Put my hat on. Thanks, Gracie. If you've ever been to a small island, but I was going to say if you've ever been to Martha's Vineyard, this is exactly what it feels like. To be fair, so does Catalina Island off of Long Beach, Los Angeles, basically. You get off the pier and there's like sort of a little town, right, that just sort of starts up. So that's kind of what it feels like. So yeah, when the boat docks, obviously all of those people get off, and then it gets a little busy. But we're gonna just drop our bags off, and then we'll probably head back down, or just walk outside and get something to eat. Plenty of opportunities to do that. Oh, cool, there's a person that does laundry. Can get my shirts or something, little restaurant there. Over there as well. Obviously, tourism is a big thing here. You probably noticed as we came up, as I mentioned in several other videos, I mean, it hasn't rained like literally at all, and certainly from a Thailand perspective, it hasn't rained at all, or Southeast Asia perspective. So it'll be good to get some rain. Now, in general, if you also know me, you know that, oh my God, Mike just said it'll be good to get some rain. That statement doesn't occur frequently, but in one of my previous videos, I also mentioned energetic rain, which I really like, which we did not ever get in San Diego. We got boring, lame rain in San Diego. And so once we get up to this street here, we will take a left, and that will take us to Charlie's Bungalows, where we're staying. So this will be really easy. I'll double check on the maps to make sure we haven't walked too far, but I doubt we have. It's a pretty small island. It's kind of like Boracay too, really. I found it because I was Googling, and this place right there, Sichang, they have and so that's their resort right there, up there. They have a website that is something to the flavor of like Sichang.org or Sichang.net or KoSichang.com or something like that. I'll put a link to it below. And there's also another website that talks about the island, how to get here, where to stay. And what I will tell you is, and this is very common with Thais, is that, yeah, I mean, sure, there's healthy competition in the marketplace, right? But they also advertise for other places. So, for example, we're right over there at Charlie's Bungalows. And Charlie's Bungalows has a website that tells you all about Sichang. And as you might guess, yeah, right. So there you go, right? So their website is KOHsichang.net. But they also advertise for other places. So this is our little place, number 11. By the way, if you're coming here, I would agree with the statement on the website that number 8, number 9, number 10, or number 11 could potentially be the winners. Sliding glass door in the front, one of those deals where you put the key in. Comes with a decent sized fridge considering it's just like this little studio thingy. I think it's like 27 square meters. But you know, it's got the kettle, which is indeed quite standard. Queen size bed. And enough outlets for sure to charge your stuff. Brand new air conditioner. And then the bathroom, while it doesn't have a shower curtain or an absolute separate piece there, I'm thinking that the water is going to be pretty separate. Now, so let me turn this off. We're actually going to walk down to the pier. Actually, I don't really need to turn that off because the minute you pull this, as you guys are probably familiar with, in about 10 seconds I'll be... Oh, and so let me just make a statement about this. In some other videos, I may have referred to the boats as coming to and from the island once an hour on the weekends and once every 2 hours on the weekdays. All the data that's been presented to me since I got here is that the boats leave every hour, as you saw, from basically 7 in the morning, or it leaves here. The first one leaves here at 6 in the morning, and then the last one leaves here at 7. But basically, if you're coming from Siracha, from 7 a.m. till 8 p.m. So that's kind of cool. But what's interesting, it is really humid here. I mean, it's that whole like humid where you would be like, oh yeah, I'm on a tropical island humid. All right, so. I believe that did it. Yep. So, as is quite standard in the Thai world, take your shoes off before you go in. Put them on, which is another reason why I bought these slip-on sneakers. These were kind of referred to as, they were referred to initially, I think, for a while as snocks, meaning they were basically sneakers and socks. So, I will say it's not that far off the road, and you can hear the motor, the exhaust. But once you get up here, this is really neat, huh? I'm hoping that we can hang out there and not get attacked by mosquitoes. So anyway, okay. So I'm charging my phone, but I did want to do this. This is some of the best food I've literally ever had. These vegetables are so incredibly fresh. This has got to be the top 4 squid pieces I've ever had in my life. Because, I mean, it's not rubbery, it's not chewy, it's very, very good. It's very, very fresh. Gracie's food is a little bit too spicy, right? Or no? Is it good?
I can handle it. Yeah.
You can handle it. That's good. And then we got some rice. This place is called Pinoy, and as you can see, it's very nice. And it's right up the street from Charlie's Bungalows, which is just down there about 100 meters on the left, and so that's where we came from. We're also going to try that restaurant over there because it was recommended that they have good som tam or papaya salad, which we really like. So yeah. So anyway, just wanted to check in for our first lunch, and it's Mike's and Gracie from LiveMyAssOff.com saying if you're not living the dream, then you are not eating lunch in Koh Sichang. Ciao.